Hey guys, welcome back to BRB Kitchen. Today, we're going to mix it up a little bit by presenting you with our first Boujee episode, where Alma and I cook
Seafood paella.
Okay guys, the first thing we're going to want to do is grab our ingredients. Let's start with some salt, some sugar, paprika, and the star of our show, saffron. Then you're going to want to get some olive oil, some minced garlic, a whole diced onion, 2 diced tomatoes, bomba rice, 2 cups, some sliced squid, shrimp, and mussels. Finally, we'll get some chicken stock for later. Make sure that after you've gathered your ingredients, you do a little happy dance.
Now you're gonna get your pan nice and hot. This whole thing's gonna be cooked in one pan.
Yeah, so you're going to want to make sure it's really hot. Then you're going to want to go ahead and place down an entire bed of salt. I actually have no idea what this does. We just saw it in some videos and it looked cool. So roll with it. Add in your olive oil and your onions.
After you add your onions, make sure they're fragrant and aromatic. Don't cook them all the way through.
You don't want to see any browning yet, just a little bit more translucent. The point here is just to make sure that they keep everything nice and juicy. At this point you want to go ahead and start the other pan because you completely forgot to do something, and also add in your minced garlic. Again, give it a stir, make sure that they're all mixed together and nice and aromatic.
Then add some diced tomatoes. Put some sugar, paprika, and saffron together.
The saffron was the thing I forgot to do. Wrap it in some foil and heat it lightly over a frying pan just to release some more of the flavors. At that point though, mix everything together and we're going to set it at medium-high heat and let it reduce for about 5 to 6 minutes.
We want to make sure that we get this jammy consistency for the tomatoes.
And more of a paste of some type that we can really coat everything in. After about 6 minutes or so has passed, let's gonna go ahead and throw in our sliced squid. This took me a couple of times because I realized that all of the ice I'd set it in had melted and my hands got soaked. At that point, we're going to go ahead and toss it a little bit to make sure everything's nice and covered, and then set back over medium-high heat to let it cook for another 2 or 3 minutes. At which point, we're going to begin boiling our chicken stock.
Now boiling chicken stock is very important. Make sure it's ready by the time it's ready for rice. At that point, we can start adding some rice, spread it evenly, and wait till that chicken stock is ready.
We're going to want to make sure that the uncooked rice is completely covered in the herbs and seasoning that we threw in earlier before we put in the chicken stock, as to help with the flavor. Then simply pour in the chicken stock once it's boiling. Make sure to try to not make everything incredibly uneven. You want to make sure that the rice is about as level as possible so it cooks evenly throughout.
Now we wait 20 minutes. Do not touch this. Do not stir anymore.
Thankfully we have a hyperlapse to look at this now, but it was absolutely excruciating to sit there and think about it. Professional. Look at this. But after about 10 minutes or so, you're going to want to take a break by grabbing your shrimp and laying it in a clockwise fashion. Frankly, you can do this in any way you want. I just thought this looked cool.
Once it starts swelling up or getting pink on one side, you can tell that it's ready to be flipped again.
We're going to go ahead and cook this now for another 5-6 minutes until again the tail's pink. Then we're going to go ahead and flip them over and simply finish off the remaining few minutes until everything is cooked. After you've gotten to about 18 to 20 minutes, you have to just kind of judge based on the amount of liquid still in your rice. Go ahead and turn off the heat, cover it, and wait another 10 minutes.
Okay, well now that it's ready, we open it up and just enjoying this absolutely great smell.
And then realize that you completely forgot to make the mussels, so quickly do that, add them on top, and finally bask in the glory at your first beautiful paella that you've made, and hope that it makes you YouTube famous. Add some lemon wedges to the side of the dish in which you serve, and enjoy.
Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed our first Boujee episode.
If you like it, let us know. If you didn't, I'm sorry. As always, let us know if you have any suggestions. Otherwise, we'll see you next time at BRB Kitchen.
Bye.